guys, Dan and Timmy from Scouting Wide. Best Roughies in the business. So midnight edition, take 2. We've got the sports tips coming up. We're still in our prison greys, Tim, and I don't think we look too bad, to be honest.
Nice and your gin jams ready to go.
Yeah, all right, let's get started. Big weekend of rugby league. It's the the last round of the season, actually.
Yep.
We've got the top 8 teams jostling for positions, and the bottom 8 trying to avoid the spoon. I like Penrith at $2.20 versus Melbourne. News today, Billy Slater's going to miss the game. That's on top of Chambers missing the game as well. Vunivalu's still not back.
Yep.
So the Storm have a few outs at the moment. If you look at their team on paper, besides Cameron Smith and Cameron Munster, you probably wouldn't feed them, to be honest.
Yep.
And they're going to be minor premiers. So Penrith to rebound this weekend.
Maloney's a massive in for Penrith. Huge in. There's also a talk as well that they may rest Munster or Smith, just putting them in the cotton wool before the finals. So if you want to back the Panthers, get on as early as possible.
Yeah, $2.20 at the moment and shortening as we speak probably. All right, there's no AFL this week, so they've got a week off before the finals.
Yep.
I have no idea why they do that, by the way. But let's get to some football, Timo, some soccer, because there's plenty going on around Europe.
Yep.
In the championship, guys, we both like Sheffield Wednesday at $3.10 versus Reading.
Yeah, Reading have been atrocious, to say the least. Not that Sheffield Wednesday have been that brilliant. They've shown certainly glimpses of form, but I think that even just those little patches of form will be good enough to beat Reading. I don't think they're very good at the moment.
Yeah, $3.10 sounds good to me. Look, I've got Bolton come up here at $6.50 against Preston. Preston had a good win midweek in the League Cup.
Yeah.
But Bolton's form to start the season has been outstanding. I think they've lost 1 game from 5. They sit in the top half of the table quite comfortably. And Preston have really struggled in the league, Timo.
Yeah, Preston beat Leeds. We got big raps on Leeds, but Leeds rested a few key players. Their main goal is just to get promoted into the Premier League. I don't think they really want a deep cup run. They rested a few players, so the Preston win is a bit overshadowed that way. They haven't been very good in the league. They're sitting down in the 20s, down the bottom of the table. And yeah, they're looking the goods at the moment. Bolton, they'll be looking to get in the Premier League as well.
Yeah, I'll have a sneaky 5 or a 10 on them for sure this weekend. All right, in the EPL, Timo, a bit of a tough round in the EPL. Did you like anything?
Look, there's a few teams that have bobbed up at $20. That's a pretty good bet in a 2-horse race, but I didn't really like anything in the Premier League, Tim.
Yeah, look, I'm going to have a multi this week in the Premier League. I'm going to take a couple of the bigger teams and throw them into a bit of a multi. I think Liverpool will do the business against Leicester. I think Manchester City will beat Newcastle comfortably. I think Chelsea, they've been on fire, Chelsea. Yeah,
they look the goods under the man that smokes 40 durries a game.
Yeah, so they come up against Bournemouth, Chelsea at home, so I'll throw them in. And Arsenal, I'm going to throw in there for $1.55, $1.60, a bit of value. But Arsenal have never had any problems with beating your promoted teams or your lower teams. It's always the big ones. They come up against Cardiff who haven't scored a goal. So that 4-leg multi for those 4 pretty good teams will pay about $3.10, $3.20, depending on who you bet with. So that's not too bad. All right, Timo, you're heading off to Italy.
Yeah, look, I did the form for the European leagues tonight. Went to Roma versus Milan, AC Milan. Be a massive game for both teams. AC have yet to register a win. Roma are undefeated. They've won a game and drawn. They've still got quality oozing through their lineup. They've got Dzeko up front, El Shaarawy, and a few others. De Rossi as well in the midfield. And I think they're very juicy odds at $2.88. I can't really go past that at the moment.
Yeah, AC Milan with a couple of major signings over the summer. But as we've seen, Tim, it takes a while for those guys to bet in. So yeah, the $2.88 for Roma for me, it looks pretty good. You're staying in Italy.
Yeah, I have. This is maybe one of my bets of the weekend. Splal. I don't really know what that stands for, but they've been very impressive this year. They certainly can grind out a victory. 3 games for 3 wins. They love the 1-0 win. But look, Torino, they've been poor as well. They've played 3 games and lost 3 games. So $5, I didn't really understand how that's come up. That's a pretty good bet for me.
Good old Splow, eh?
Yeah.
All right, and after my success last week with Dijon in France, you've gone back to France for one as well.
Yeah, look, Lille, they're undefeated at the moment as well. They're cruising in the French league. They've yet to verse the big teams like PSG and Marseille, but they've been pretty impressive. And they're up against Angers, who have lost 3 in a row as well. They're not going that great. And they're showing up at $2.88, so I'm happy to get on there as well.
Yeah, good stuff. All right, guys. Well, good luck on the weekend. I know there's a lot of finals coming up. So if you're playing in those or watching your family in those, good luck with that. And happy punting.
And again, responsibly. Thanks, guys.